Okay, so welcome back. And today we're going to start talking about the U.S. system of measurement. So it's called the U.S. Customary System of Measurements. Okay, so or what we call the English measurement system. Okay. Now again, this is used in the United States and in Canada. Those are the only two places in the world that the English system is used. Okay, but we need to know them, because they're used often throughout the United States, but also the metric system, which we'll talk about later. So the first thing we're going to do is talk about it in general, and then I'm going to talk about lengths. So we use these systems, these ratios, these what we call conversion ratios or conversion factors, to help us convert from one unit of measurement to another. If we want to convert from feet to inches, or inches to feet, or feet to miles, or feet to yards, or yards to feet, we're going to have to use these ratios. We're going to use these ratios to help convert from one unit of measurement to another unit of measurement. And so these ratios are based on these facts, okay? And so what I mean by the ratio is that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches, means that I can write a ratio that says, hey, for every 1 foot, I have 12 inches. So I can write a ratio of units, and then I'm going to use this ratio to help convert. And we're going to do examples of that. But it is imperative that you memorize these facts. Okay? For example, you should know that 12 inches equals 1 foot. That 3 feet equals 1 yard. Or in other words, 36 inches is equal to 1 yard. And that comes from the fact that there are 12 inches in a foot and 3 feet are in a yard. Well, how do you get 36 inches are in a foot? Well, how many inches are in 3 feet? Well, there's 12 inches in 1 foot, and that means that there would be 36 inches in 3 feet. And since 3 feet equals 1 yard, then we could say 36 inches equals 1 yard. That's the same thing. Okay? Also, 5,280 feet is equal to 1 mile. Okay, that's another one you have to know. Okay? This one you don't have to necessarily memorize, because as long as you know these two, then you can get this one. Okay? And let me show you how. Using ratios. So if I know 12 feet, or in other words, if I know that 12 inches equals 1 foot, and I know that 3 feet is in 1 yard, and I want to know how many inches are there per yard. Well, guess what? Notice how these ratios, the units, look at the units of the ratios. I've got inches on top, feet on the bottom here. I've got feet on top and yards on the bottom here, and I want inches over yards. What happens when I multiply these two fractions? Well, this unit divided by this unit cancel each other out. And so if I multiply across, I get what? 3 times 12 inches over 1 times 1 yard. And so that gives me my result of 36 inches, per yard. Okay. Also, keep in mind that there are different symbols for inches and feet. Okay? So feet equals 1 apostrophe, if you will. And if you do inches, inches has 2. So I could say 12 inches But that would be the same as saying 12 with the 2 tick marks. Or if I say 1 foot, that's the same as saying 1 with 1 tick mark. Okay? So just in case you didn't know. Okay? See you next time.